Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, mothers and fathers. Good morning, spiritual leaders. Good morning, thrones. Good morning, powers. Good morning, the force of the universe. Good morning, God lab stand. Good morning, apostles. Good morning, fire. Good morning, water. Good morning, rain. Good morning, spiritual truths. Good morning, cross. Good morning, the burden bearers. Good morning, rocks. Good morning, foundations. I salute you. My name is Prophet Paul Jampo. I greet you all. Today is the 30th day of April. We have crossed over. Shout in your spirit wherever you are. I have crossed over. We chemu, we call, we rim, we rim, we rim. You have crossed over. The time stands at 3:46 a.m. and we are live. Today I want to share a short sermon with you. It's very simple but very powerful. I dubbed it the enemy within. The enemy within. We always look and we always see an enemy within our space. It can be your office, it can be your church, it could be your family, it could be your home, it could be in this studio. But the enemy that is close to you is not an enemy. Enemies don't walk alone, they work with an agreement. Before somebody can affect your life, there must be a reflection. Yes. Before you can see yourself, you must see through something. Hallelujah. So there is no enemy in your life if you are not an enemy to yourself. There is no enemy in your life if you are not an enemy to yourself. We forget about the enemy we are, or the enemy within, and we look outward to the enemy that is outside. If there is no connection, there is no flow. If you want to overcome enemies, the number one enemy you must overcome is the enemy within. The enemy living in you, the demon living in you, the devil living in you, the power living in you, the principality living in you. If you are able to overcome the enemy within thee, then you have overcome powers that will affect you. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. If you want to overcome anything in this life, say, oh, be to me now. So be to me self. Then check the enemy within. The Bible said, the number one enemy in a man's life is no other place or no other thing than in his own self, which is the heart. The heart. What do you have in your heart this morning is what you receive. What you have in your heart is what you shall receive. The Bible said in Jeremiah 17 verse 9, it said the heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. The heart is deceitful above all things. So reasoning does not start from the mind. An enemy came and did this thing to you because you had an evil heart to sync or synchronize with that enemy. The Bluetooth only pairs when there's another Bluetooth. You have enemies around you? Then check your heart. Why did David pray in Psalms? Why did David have a lot of enemies? Because he had an evil heart. He has an evil heart. As long as your heart is evil, you are going to get enemies. The Bible says, the heart, who can understand it? The heart brings you forces. Your heart brings you forces. The forces affecting your life today, the energies in the cosmos, the things you are not able to turn around, the change you are not receiving, the breakthrough that is not coming, has got to do with your intentions of your heart. The intentions of your heart. If you can guard your heart, the wise man Solomon wrote in Proverbs once upon a time, he said, guard your heart with all diligence. If you can guard your heart, my brother, my sister, my father, my mother, I am telling you, there is not going to be an enemy that will affect you. The enemy within. the enemy within. Silence the voice that nobody hears. And that is the voice of truth that is speaking to you now. There is a voice in your spirit speaking to you. There is something telling you go. There is something telling you stop. There is something telling you beat. There is something telling you that forgive. Now, when you are not able to control the enemy within, you are going to do something and you're going to call somebody an enemy. Whilst you propel the force, you started the fight. Galatians 5 verse 17. It says, for the flesh desires what is contrary to the spirit, and the spirit is what is contrary to the flesh. So what voice is speaking to you this morning? You're about to enter into the moonlight, which is from this afternoon to tomorrow evening. If you don't have a righteous spirit, how can you light up your candles? Yes. How can you light up your candles if you don't have a righteous spirit? Things are going wrong because there is a voice of destruction talking to you. And you are believing in that voice. Based on that voice, it has brought in other things to you. It has brought pride. Pride brings fear. It brings anger. It brings offense. It brings doubt. It brings disobedience. And you are harboring all these things in your heart. So there is no way you will not get an enemy. How did Saul fall? Saul fell because of the heart. He wanted to own the throne. He wanted to be the only ruler. How did Nebuchadnezzar fail? He fell because of the heart. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Work on your heart. Work on your heart. The direction you need today to outwit enemies is not praying and praying more. It is working on yourself and loving more. When able to work on your heart well, the enemy within, there is no way an enemy can affect your life. Don't poison yourself. Don't drink poison and expect somebody to die. The Lord said in 1 Samuel 15 verse 22 to 23, I'll paraphrase it. He said, does the Lord delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as much as obeying the Lord? For rebellion is like the sin of divination. Or I'll put it this way, for rebellion is like the sin of witchcraft. So Saul wanted to own the throne. So there is no way he could defeat a Goliath. Because their heart was corrupt. The heart was corrupt. When your heart is corrupt, your Goliath will stand before thee and destroy thee and bring thee down. Work on your heart. Work on the enemy within. Work with the enemy within. There is pride in you. There is greed in you. Covetousness has filled your heart. Like the days of the apostles, which was Judas. Judas gave it all up and chose not to become an apostle because of the spirit of the heart, the greed in him. John 12 verse 6, it said he did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. How can Bible call you a thief? Then you are a thief. Very bad story. He did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because Judas was a thief. As a keeper of the money bag, he used to help himself of what was put into it. When your heart is wrong, God can bless you, God can anoint you, God can favor you, and you still hang yourselves in the gallows and destroy yourself. Judas was an apostle of the faith. Judas was the next Messiah to be seen because he was closer to Jesus. He loved Jesus, but the spirit of the heart, the greed in him, made him give up his mantle and gave it to dogs. Bible said he hanged himself. He hanged himself. Why did Satan become Satan today, which was before called Lucifer? Why is it called beast? Why is it called serpent? Why is it called the ancient devil? He did so because he had an evil heart. Listen to me, beloved. If you cannot guard your heart, you will lose your throne. If you cannot guard your heart, you will lose your blessing. If you cannot guard your heart, you will lose your inheritance. It is not working, yes. It is not moving, yes. They is slow, yes. Because wakumemu ye fi. Wakuma fi. Because of the evil heart you have, God put a dead ears to your prayer. God put a dead intentions to your will. God does not propel you to move forward. He just watches over you and watch you fail. Until your heart repents, there is no miracle, there is no God, there is no faith. Luke 22 verse 57. It said, but he denied it. Woman, I don't know him, he said. All the days that Peter was walking with Jesus, he was doing it, and he was doing it with an evil heart. We saw him defend Jesus Christ by letting a sword, but was not ready to die for him. Pressure reveals who you are. Times reveals who you are. Seasons manifest and reveals who you are. Your originality is in pain. It's in toil. It's in suffering. That is when we know who you are. It is not when everything is rosy. It's not when everything is moving on well. No. Crossing in air condition. No coffee. But no crossing in air. It is in heat that you find people who are loving. It is in pain you find the best friend that you need. So that I need to tell you that your elevation, your breakthrough, your turnaround starts with you. The turnaround you need, the elevation you need, the breakthrough you need, the open door you need, the grace you are looking for, the encounter you need has got to do with your heart. Proverbs 4 verse 23. It says, above all else, or above all things, guard your hearts, for everything you do flows from it. For everything you do flows from it. Above all else, above all things, guard your hearts, for everything you do flows from it. If your heart is wrong, forget your powerful prophets. Forget your prayer line. If your heart is wrong, forget your church altar. If your heart is wrong, forget your confessions at midnight. Forget your obedience in giving. If your heart is wrong, forget it. It says, out of it flows the issues of life. So God will only respond to the hearts and not your mouth. God will only respond to your heart and not your mouth. If I'm having an evil heart sitting over here with another intention, no blessing will come to me. I will suffer in vain because my heart was wrong. But when I sit on this chair and come here to serve you, come here, whether I am dying or I am dead, I must make sure that your spirit is lighted up, and there's no weight is wasted like the evening shadow. There is no way God will not appoint me and give me a crown at the end. Don't waste your life. The enemy is you and not what you see as Lucifer. If you can work on yourself, Lucifer will not have any command over your life. You will not give him the gates. You will not give him permission. The heart of Eve and Adam were wrong. They wanted the throne of God. He said, you be as wise as God. There was a condition to the wisdom. And you know good and evil. So God made it known to them. He said, man has become like one of us. Man wanted the throne of God. So God took man out of the garden. Kindly work on your heart today. Before you cross over to 1st of May, yes, Anka. It's very difficult to see a bitter orange. It might not be sweet, might be sour, but it cannot be bitter. Be like an orange. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter. The Lord deliver you. I pray for total deliverance. Submit your heart to God every day. Submit your heart to God every day. Be spiritually consistent every day. Have a good intention physically and spiritually. Decide now. Do you want the devil to have hold over you? Then keep that evil heart, and the devil is your God. Do you want to control the devil and dominate it? Then change your heart today. My name is Prophet Paul Jampo. I will see you on a beautiful day, the day of the moon. The day of the moon. Tomorrow, 1st May. The Lord bless you.